All right, hi everybody. It is August 4th, Tuesday. Um, like I told you guys in my post, I think we've been avoiding. Well, I'm trying to skirt around the topic of extraterrestrials and UFOs and things like that for a while because first of all, a lot of us we've been told that they don't exist, but you know, it's and there's so much information there, and absolutely, of course, it's real. To me, it's almost like it's getting pretty obvious. Like you can kind of see what's been going on, even with Facebook and other places. When someone starts saying something truthful, we you're starting to pick up what happens if you know you're just trying to educate people or something. Obviously, the forces that are under control, whether it's the media or in this case the government, the deep state government anyway, you can tell they basically just try to quash any of those stories. If they can control the narrative, they will. They for sure. So it always makes you kind of wonder. It's like, well, why is it so bad that we're talking about things like this? Well, when it comes to extraterrestrial or UFOs, and off-planet information, things going on, there's a lot of secrets being held back from us for sure. But of course they exist. We'll take, for instance, even the word UFO. It's an unidentified flying object. So of course that's because nobody knows what it is. Well, we don't know what it is. It's unidentified, but for sure it's a phenomenon. We always see them. We've been seeing them for thousands of years. Anyway, I know I touched on it a little bit with the Roswell crash. That's just one of many. I mean, there's a lot of crashes. So when I started researching this stuff, I got to admit, ever since I was a child, I remember not only seeing things like this on TV and in movies and books and stuff. So it was always been fascinating to me because I know that there's something about it. There's some truth to it for sure. But then you get kind of indoctrinated as you grow up. It's like, no, 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 it's just science fiction. Well, as we also noticed, for instance, a lot of these people that are in the know or whatever, they use these stories and these concepts to make movies. In a sense, it's kind of a soft disclosure for us. Well, it's actually used in two different ways. They use it so that it kind of gets people thinking that it's just a fantasy. So in other words, they want to say, "Oh, but UFOs? Oh no, no, that's just fiction or science fiction." I mean, it's like that's just a movie you saw or something. So it's kind of a way of downplaying it. But at the same time, they're also doing kind of a soft disclosure where they're getting us up to speed. That for sure we're gonna be able to be aware of all this stuff sooner or later. And the reason why I think this is an important issue is because uh, probably a year from now or less or even a little bit longer from now, I'm just saying sooner or later we're all going to find out about these things. So I want to get us all up to speed and kind of on the same page when it comes to talking about this because it's a huge topic. Um, and you'll find that there's kind of regular players involved because the universe is huge. Let me just simplify things by just telling you right now that if the concept that we're the only sentient intelligent being in the universe is is absolutely such a silly concept. Um, so yeah, it is. Um, so to kind of get your head give you a little head start of where we're going to go with these topics are it's almost like you have to think about that very statement or that indoctrination in reverse, which means absolutely every planet out there in the universe is inhabited. And I could almost say for sure that's true. There's probably a few moons and a few planets that are pretty uninhabitable that there might not be that many sentient creatures on. But no, there's intelligent life forms on absolutely every planet out there. and it's usually from a lot of the latest kind of research I've been doing a lot of. It's usually in most planets are inhabited on the inside. So as far as the outside is concerned, it's not that important. It's more like um, tunneling in. Just basically, a lot of civilizations are basically under the surface, so you don't see them anyway. Including moons, like our moon is definitely inhabited. That's a really interesting story behind that one because the moon is older than the Earth. Pretty interesting. We'll touch on that sooner or later. Uh, so this is just kind of like my opening statement, just saying yes, it's real. They've been hiding a lot of it from us for sure. Um, and the sad part about that is they're also holding back all the reverse technology that they've been retrieving. So in other words, they use it to their advantage. They'll have free energy, teleportation, time travel, um, you know, yeah, just a lot of stuff that they're using, and of course they're just saying no, it doesn't exist. So they've got the advantage of having that technology and using it. So that's going to come out pretty soon, and I know that there was a big giggle factor when Trump said he's starting the Space Force. What he's trying to do is get people again up to speed, because people have to realize that the United States, uh, in itself, let alone China and Russia, uh, have their own space force right now. Their secret space force is what it is. Uh, uh, well, basically, yeah, it's just the very name itself, the SSP, Secret Space Program, is the fact that it's secretive. So he's going to be starting to reveal more that it's legit, and it's there for a very good reason too. Not only have they been keeping us safe, not we're not even aware of some of the stuff that's been happening. They're keeping that information from us, um, but it's ongoing, um, and and I know just the very topic itself. Sometimes people have a hard time fathoming it because it will affect a lot of things. For instance, our daily life when we realize, we're not the only people, the only creatures out there. But also, for instance, our religious perspective too. It'll change a lot of that, which is another control system, basically, in itself. Um, so the dynamics of this world is going to change a lot in the upcoming years. So for us, it's best that we get up to speed fairly quickly. Now, I don't know everything for sure. I'm still learning a lot, but I'm going to try to, over the next few months, I'm going to do some posts and kind of tell you my perspective of what I've learned so far, so you guys can research more, and I'll try to give you links too of where I got a lot of my information from. But that way you can kind of search for more information on these topics, and it's more of an open discussion. Keep in mind that I know I talked about this before. I look at everything in a three-tiered perspective. Lately, we're talking more about what's happening on Earth, even in our particular countries. I'm just saying this is a reality, our closest reality that we know right now. But then there's the second tier, I call it, basically, which is what's going on galactically and in the universe. And then there's the spiritual world. All three of these are connected, but it's about how they're connected and what are the relationships between all these other beings out there as well as us and spirituality. It's a huge, huge topic. So I'm just saying that yes, all these are all realities, but we're only kind of privy to this, and we've been kept in this gold, with this goldfish bowl, and we're told that there's nothing outside. There's no need to look beyond this goldfish bowl. But believe me, there's a lot going on out there, and now that our controllers are being taken down, that's going to be revealed. So these are going to be upcoming topics for sure we have to address. And like I said, I'll kind of tell you what I know, and then if you guys find out more, which we all will, we'll all be on the same page sooner or later. In not only in the coming months but in the coming year. So this is kind of like my opening one. So it's open for discussion, and let's take it from there. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later this week. Okay, bye.